Today's horoscope, Cancer January 31st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon continues its transit of your solar house for part of the day, and observing feels more natural than participating temporarily. When the moon enters Pisces later today, it moves into your spirit sector, and the tables turn. You're far more interested in taking action. Still, the sun in your intimacy sector forms a supportive trine to Jupiter today, and you can be strongly attracted to what's beneath the surface or hidden from sight, perhaps delighting in trying to solve a mystery or figuring something out. You feel particularly confident with your private feelings and needs or with close relationships or both. It's comfortable to resolve emotional dilemmas or predicaments, or, if not fix, make peace with your problems. You might decide to share a burden, secret, or problem. Some form of satisfying release may arrive for issues that have been weighing heavily on you. This is a time to see a situation's hidden layers or elements to your advantage. The day seems to play in your favor on an emotional plane. Prepare for one of the luckiest days of the entire year. This is because the mighty sun, now touring your solar house of intimacy, will smile over to majestic Jupiter, now located in your solar house. You could feel as if you are now being rewarded for previous karma, as well as being guided by a guardian angel who is protecting you. Joy, blessings, and miracles could manifest now. Plan something memorable in love, or take the first step toward your next excellent soulmate connection. The universe will twinkle with promise. Who will be by your side? Unexpected changes in your greater professional community will erupt as Uranus stations direct in Taurus. The last few months may have felt like a pressure cooker for some of your connections. Something that has been brewing will be challenging to deny today. You might have to let go of some work friends if you cannot meet in the middle. Although this will be disruptive, you might feel surprisingly self-assured in these changes because the sun in Aquarius will trine Jupiter retrograde in Gemini later on. The aspect of the day creates a kind of harmony that gives you a peaceful feeling today. You may find others who feel the same way, and by all means acknowledge it and encourage it. Also, take a moment to check in with your body and notice where this feeling is coming from, where it is registered. That is a very special place in your body, and you may want to find some way of honoring it. Applying a hot compress with fresh sage leaves would be lovely. Perhaps you've never given this any thought, but your work environment has a lot to do with your attitude and energy level while on the job. Color, plant life, and ornaments can all make your niche a far more energizing place to be for so many hours in a day. Use this day's creative juice to add some life to your workspace. You'd be surprised at how much of a difference it will make. While a new moon in your financial sector is something that at some point during the sun's month-long visit will bring a chance to draw a new line in the sand, this is more than just a symbolic line. As the sun and moon align, this brings the solar and lunar cycles into alignment, creating a wave of forward momentum that can sweep things forward. Anything you launch, begin, or initiate on a new moon is going to ride that wave, making this a powerful time for taking your financial power back. Especially as this year this is being backed by Jupiter and Pluto, the planets of luck and change. After the moon left your relationship sector yesterday and Mercury, the planet of communication, the day before, there is a chance to let things settle as you process the message behind any strong emotional responses. This gives you a chance to take a break from focusing too much on your relationships and instead, part of the working week or not, embrace the spirit of romance and adventure as a friendly aspect between Venus and Juno, the planet of love and the queen of commitment peaks. Daily Planetary Overview. Immense changes may unfold as Uranus stations direct in Taurus today, bringing a wave of unpredictability and transformation. The past few months have been a time of deep reflection, where you've processed emotions, re-evaluated priorities, and perhaps even reconsidered aspects of your life you once took for granted. Now, as Uranus moves forward, you might notice a sudden shift. Something you've internalized could unexpectedly surface in ways you hadn't anticipated. You may find yourself saying or doing something that feels out of character, or reacting to situations in a way that surprises even you. This cosmic turbulence can shake things up, but rather than resisting it, embrace the unpredictability. Have you ever experienced a moment where everything changed in an instant, and though it was unexpected, it ultimately led you somewhere better? That's the kind of energy at play right now. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these shifts. Change, especially when it arrives suddenly, can feel overwhelming. You might be more engaged in conversations than usual, feeling the urge to express your thoughts and ideas. However, in your enthusiasm, you could unintentionally dominate discussions, speaking over others without realizing it. This isn't done with malice, but rather out of eagerness to share what's on your mind. Taking a step back and listening to others will not only strengthen your relationships but also help you gain valuable insight. Have you ever had a moment where simply hearing someone else's perspective completely changed the way you saw a situation? By practicing mindful communication, you allow space for mutual understanding and meaningful exchanges. There may also be an internal push and pull between what you want to achieve and the limitations you face in making those dreams a reality. You may feel a strong desire to break through barriers, to push past restrictions and prove that nothing can hold you back. While ambition and drive are essential, forcing things prematurely could lead to frustration or even setbacks. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, rather than exhausting yourself trying to break through it, consider stepping back and reassessing your approach. Have you ever worked tirelessly towards something, only to realize later that waiting for the right timing would have made all the difference? Patience and adaptability will serve you well right now. This also isn't the best time to make impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to commitments or agreements. If an opportunity presents itself, whether in business, relationships, or personal endeavors, take a moment to evaluate it thoroughly before jumping in. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, excitement can cloud judgment. You might find yourself drawn to an enticing offer or an exciting new prospect, but if something feels off or rushed, trust your instincts. If things don't go exactly as planned, don't take it as a loss. Every experience, whether successful or not, carries a lesson that will guide you in the future. Financially, this is a time for caution. Unforeseen events could disrupt your plans, making it wise to hold on to your resources rather than making big purchases or investments. If you've been considering a major financial move, it may be best to wait until things stabilize. Have you ever acted on impulse with money, only to regret it later? By exercising patience and careful planning, you give yourself the flexibility to adapt when unexpected expenses or opportunities arise. Not all advice you receive will be sound, so trust your intuition and only follow guidance that truly resonates with you. On a practical level, this period calls for self-care. The demands of daily life can be exhausting, and right now, your body and mind need both activity and rest to maintain equilibrium. Prioritizing movement, proper nutrition, and moments of stillness will help you navigate this energy with clarity and resilience. Have you ever noticed how different your perspective feels after a good night's sleep or a nourishing meal? These small, mindful choices add up, creating a strong foundation for everything else you're working toward. Above all, this moment is about embracing change without fear. Life is unfolding in ways you may not have expected, but within this unpredictability lies immense potential. What's one area of your life where you're ready to welcome a shift? Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. The universe is guiding you toward growth, and as long as you remain open and adaptable, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.